What's up, everybody? Coach Nate here with another white belt survival guide. So when you start a jiu-jitsu class, in the beginning of the class, usually there's a warm-up. And the warm-up's usually a bunch of jiu-jitsu moves that you could do on your own, which are foundational movements to help you with your jiu-jitsu. They both get your body warm and your muscles warmed up and your joints warmed up, and also you're drilling movements into your muscle memory. Different schools have different variations of these. Some schools have super long warm-ups that are like 30 minutes long with tons of different moves. Some schools have shorter warm-ups. I'm just going to show you a few of the really, really basic ones that you should expect to see that are actually helpful for your jiu-jitsu and you can do on your own to kind of get your body primed for a jiu-jitsu class. The first one is going to be just a break fall. Okay, I'll do a break fall to get into the other movements. A break fall is a technique that you use to break your fall when you're falling onto the mat so you don't hurt yourself, so you don't hurt your head, so that you don't hurt your wrists or your arms, okay? Basic way to do a break fall, cross our arms. We're going to sit into a chair. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to slap downwards with the palms of our hands, the meaty parts of our hands into the mat to disperse our force. Okay, and we're going to rock back with our chin tucked the entire time. So it looks like this. Okay, so I rocked back. My head never hit the mat. All right, my force of my fall was dispersed into my palms. Okay, so that's a standard backwards break fall. There's also side break falls. Okay, a lot of times when you get thrown or you fall, you're not going to necessarily fall straight back. You'll fall onto your side. The side break fall looks like this. We're going to bring our arm and our leg across on the same side. We're going to pistol squat down. Okay, and we're going to rock onto our butt cheek and then onto our side on the side that we're break falling. Same premise though. We're going to slap the mat hard down with our palm to disperse our force. Okay. Same thing other side. This time we're going to bring our left arm and our left leg across our body. We're going to pistol squat down, this time falling onto this butt cheek and onto this side of our body. And we're going to slap the mat hard, palm down to disperse our force. Okay. So those are your three different types of break falls: backwards break fall and both sides. Okay. The other thing we're going to need to know how to do is how to hip escape. Hip escape, of all of these things, hip escape is probably the most important. There's a normal hip escape or a rear hip escape, and then there's a forward hip escape. Okay. Bunch of different ways to do these. Some people do them with both feet. I like to teach it with one leg. Okay. It's the easiest way to learn. You're going to lay flat on your back. You're going to have one leg bent, one leg straight. I'm going to push off of this leg. I'm going to push my butt that direction towards the side that I have the leg up. Okay. At the same time, I'm going to reach my hands that way and try to touch my toes. So my butt goes that way. My hands go that way. Okay. Notice how my butt scooted back because my hips escaped out from under the guy. Okay. These are also called shrimps. Some schools will call them shrimps. Now we're switching to the other side. Now this time I have this leg up. So my butt's going to go that way. My hands are going to go that way towards my toes. Okay. I'm keeping my arms in as I do these, and then I'm pushing them out as I move my butt back. Okay. And then we come back to center again, switch our legs. So doing this, you can kind of crawl across the mat. Okay. So that's usually part of a warm up is the hip escapes down the mat. It gets your body primed for jiu-jitsu, and that's a very, very important movement. The other thing is forward hip escapes. These are equally as important, I think. Okay. For these, we're going to start on our side. Okay. I'm going to use the side of my foot, pick my butt up. Okay. I'm going to pick my butt up and I'm going to reach out with my foot and I'm going to pull my butt towards my heel. Again, elbows on the inside, bringing my hips forward, bringing my butt towards my heel. I'm not using my arm. A lot of people try to like cheat and use their arm to push themselves forward. Using my leg to pick my butt up and scoot my hips forward. And you can just walk back and forth using the side of your leg to thrust your hips forward. Okay. So that's normal hip escape or rear hip escape, forward hip escape. Okay. Those are both very, very important techniques. Another thing I like to have my kids do when we're warming up is scissor legs or hip switches. This is also a very important movement for grappling. You use it all the time, every single class. Okay. We're going to start on our belly. Okay. Legs out. We're going to pick a side. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to come up on our elbow and we're laying flat on our hip here on our elbow. We step one leg up flat to the mat. I'm going to bring my bottom leg through like I'm baseball sliding, okay? Like I'm sliding into home. Then I'm going to put my leg back through the hole that it came and go back down to my belly. Then we step up on the other side. I bring my elbow up. I come up onto my elbow. I step up flat with my foot, bring my leg through and kick it. And then I put it back. Okay. And then we just go side to side, kind of army crawling forward with our arms as we go, switching each time. Okay. Another super important movement is called a technical stand-up. Okay. This is both an important jiu-jitsu movement and an important self-defense movement. Okay. If I get knocked down in a fight and I want to get back to my feet, I got to stand up the right way. Otherwise, I risk getting knocked over if I'm off balance or getting hit in the face because I'm using my hands to get to my feet. If I just stand up like this with my feet real close together and my hands down, I'm definitely getting knocked over or punched in the face. Okay. So a lot of times these are paired with break falls. That's how I do it. We'll have our students break fall and then come up for a technical stand up. Okay. There's different variations of this. You can technical stand up from here. You can technical stand up from here. Either way, the premise is the same. I'm creating a base with my foot and my hand. So I've got one foot flat to the mat and then my opposite hand providing me base on the back, okay? This free hand is protecting my head or out here to keep the distance. Either way, okay? Protect the head or out here to keep the distance. This foot is gonna swing behind me. I'm gonna push and push, okay? And look, pick my butt up, okay? So you gotta have a little bit of strength. You gotta be able to at least pick your butt up here. Once I pick my butt up, I'm going to swing this leg behind me to the mat and make a good base. Okay. Protecting my head the entire time. Now I'm on balance. Okay. I'm not just going to get pushed over. Same thing, other side. Some people, from a self-defense standpoint, will add like a kick. All right. Kick to make some distance. Okay. That's fine if they teach it that way. Foot to the mat, hand to the mat. This hand protecting my head or out here to keep the distance. Same premise, push, push, pick my butt up, swing my leg out, come up in good base, okay? So that's a technical stand-up. There's also shoulder rolls, okay? Shoulder roll is basically what it sounds like. You're rolling over your shoulder. You can do it from your knees. You could do it standing. You're gonna do it from your knees. You take one arm, okay? And you're gonna go over that shoulder by bringing that arm through my legs. Okay, and then you go the other way with it. And then it's just back and forth. Don't hit the wall. Okay, those are useful for, again, some of our throws, some of our takedowns, some of our techniques require us to roll over our shoulder. So it's good to know how to do that. So if you know all of those warm-up movements, both of the hip escapes, all three of the break falls, how to technical stand up, and how to shoulder roll, you'll probably be ready for your first class. There's probably going to be more warm-up movements than that. But those are the core movements that you should know when you first start jiu-jitsu. Train safe. Have fun out there, guys. Peace. What's up, guys? If you like that, please smash the like button, tap the subscribe button to support the channel, and then let me know in the comments what you want to see next.